We begin with the introduction of this Hungarian Grand Prix here in Sunday League F1. We have some important news to bring out, as after last race, Mystery Grand Prix Monza, which was the craziest race, one of the craziest races I have ever seen, there were several stewards' decisions who heavily modified the results. Cam, who won on track the Mystery Grand Prix, has been demoted all the way down to P10. So the top 10 is completely overhauled after the stewards' decisions, and in the meanwhile practice has finished, so we will start with qualifying soon. So the modified results, the definitive results of the Mystery Grand Prix are Cam in P10, and going up we have U-Division in 9th, Japo in 8th, Dilster in P7, Rooster in P6, Tomek TS in P5 and Reese in P4, and starting on the podium we have Green in P3, Noah in P2, which means that Allenby gets his win in the Mystery Grand Prix. So Haas will be very happy with that one. And obviously this compromises the standings heavily, as Noah crucially has a 6 points lead to Gerbal in the Drivers' Championship, with Gerbal in P2. Kinkali is still in P3, but he left the league, so it's only a matter of time before Falcon overtakes him in the standings, as Reese is right behind Falcon, and then we have Allenby and Cam, and also Green right behind him. These three very close on points. Aiden Jones, Babin Hormy, Rooster, Japo, Kielander, TS, Dilster, U-Division and Quaxel. This is the rest of the driver standings in order. And constructors wise, the situation is also very much heated up, as Ferrari has now a 22 points lead on Red Bull in P2, with Racing Bulls still defending P3, but it could be soon overtaken by Williams, who is in P4, and the McLaren in P5. Haas is in P6, Mercedes in P7, with only 1 point from Alpine right behind him. Behind it, Sauber in P9, and Aston Martin is in 10th with still 0 points. So the Mystery Grand Prix has obviously completely overhauled the standing situation, and obviously the stewards' decision as well. So it was a crazy race. But now, after this very long introduction, let's begin commentating officially this Hungarian Grand Prix, the 6th round of Season 4 here in Sunday League F1. I am BS Gabri, your favorite commentator, not duo actually, because Jaden is not here today, because he's actually on holiday in Italy, in my territory. So yeah, is in my country, but not available to commentate. So it's just my voice today for this Hungarian Grand Prix. Who also a little fun fact, it is also a home race for me, because yes, I'm Italian, but because of my parents, I am of double nationality. I am both Italian and Hungarian, so this is a track and a race that is also quite special to me. And another fun fact, another little curiosity just in there to throw around. Jaden is Dutch, and in the middle Falcon with a big spin, but he's kept it out of the wall. As we begin Q1 with a McLaren almost in the wall, but he kept it safe, luckily. So next is Aiden Jones setting up. So I was saying, the commentators' home races were all in order, all in a row, because in round 4 we had Netherlands, so Jaden's home race. Then after that we had the Mystery Grand Prix, which was in Monza in Italy, so my home race, and right after that one it's Hungary, so another home race for me. So 3 home races for the commentator, all in order. So just a little fun fact I wanted to mention. But now let's actually present the action we have here today. We're in Hungary, just a few kilometers away from the capital of Hungary, Budapest, and we are here at the Hungaroring. with earlier today the real-life Formula 1 being held in Hungary, which was also one of the craziest races in the calendar. Oscar Piastri getting his maiden win in Formula 1, Verstappen's race being completely ruined by the strategy, and also Verstappen losing his cool, almost causing a race-ending crash with Lewis Hamilton with a huge lunge on the inside, which was very close to a DNF, but still the Dutch only had to settle for P5 as McLaren led a 1-2 for the first time since Monza in 2021, with Lewis Hamilton to round off the top 3. It was a crazy race. I enjoyed it very, very much. And if the real-life Formula 1 race in Hungary was crazy today, then I think we are up for a very exciting one here as well in Sunday League F1. It might not be the real Formula 1, it's league racing. The cars are fake, but the racing is real, and we love it nonetheless. So, presenting the Hungaroring, a track that is very much aerodynamics dependent. You need a lot of downforce to get around this track, but at the same time there are two straights that are very important to maximize before and after turn 1, especially with the straights having 2 DRS zones, but only with 1 detection point. If you have DRS on the main straight, then you will also have DRS after turn 1, no matter your position. So it is crucial to not be completely about on the straight, and this means that we might see even some drivers trying to sacrifice their downforce a little bit to improve their straight line speed and improve the chances of overtaking at a track where overtaking is actually difficult because it is very narrow and very technical. There aren't a lot of overtaking opportunities, but it's still a track that is very much remembered for its action. Earlier this afternoon it was a proof of it that Hungary can produce very exciting race. Or let's also remember 2021 with the weather coming into massive play, with a rainy start causing chaos, with Bottas setting it on the inside and causing a huge pile-up of at least 3 or 4 DNFs already on lap 1. And in the same race, Alonso pulling off a defense masterclass from Lewis Hamilton to help Esteban Ocon get his first and also last Formula 1 win. But there are also many moments, famous moments we remember in Hungary. We can go old school, like Nelson Piquet's drift overtake on Ayrton Senna. I don't remember the year, I think it was 1986. Yes, it was 86, or just 30 years later with Kimi Raikkonen pulling off also a drift overtake. We haven't seen that today, but I don't know. Maybe we will see it here in tonight's race in Sunday League F1, which is the 6th round. So this also means we are closing officially the first half of the season, and we've seen it plenty of times before. It is very active. There is a lot of action all the way through the entire field. The championship fight is very much on, and throughout the entirety of the standings, everyone is fighting so hard for positions, and it just makes no sense to miss a race in here because it is so action packed. We always love to see it. So I'm obviously gonna love commentating, even though I am by myself tonight, but I will still do my best and do my job nonetheless. So after this very long introduction, I mean, we are in Q1. I don't think we have a full grid, but we are in 18, so that's still enough. There's still enough drivers to have full qualifying. We have some new drivers like Dom getting a main seat in Racing Bull, and who else? There is Jerry, who is reserving for Stonewings in Red Bull, Jan Kaiser reserving for Mercedes, reserving for Cam, Flanken getting a main seat at Sauber, and that's pretty much it. And in meanwhile, Dom in his debut already sets a lap that is 5/10 of provisional pole position. Oh, thank you, Cam. I was reading the chat as Cam just commentated, love the stream, can't race today, but we watch you instead. Thank you very much, Cam. I am sure you will love this race as much as I will commentating. So we already see Gerber retiring. Gerber already setting a 1 minute and 14.4. He already thinks it's a good enough lap to get through Q2, and I think it is very much enough to get through. So 14.4, the banker, the provisional target for pole position here in Hungary. If this is Q1, if Gerbal finds a lot of improvement, we might even see low 13s. I've seen some drivers in practice, like in time trials, saying they were setting laps around the 113s, which is crazy fast. But there's still a lot of difference in lap times between time trial and then the actual qualifying. For ERS usage, for tire temps, tire wear, and even setup changes, because there is the parc ferme thing, which would be even more crucial if it rains today. I mean, at the moment it looks very sunny here in qualifying, but we don't know the weather for the race. As Riz in the chat is calling me a goat, thank you very much, Riz. Gabri Solo, yes, first time we have to do it. I mean, not the first time we have a solo commentary. Also, last season Jaden had to commentate some races by himself. But for the first time this season, we have only one commentator. So it's obviously a shame. It is obviously much better to have my co-commentator alongside me, helping me a lot. But unluckily, it's not possible today, as he's having a holiday on my territory. But anyway, we'll make it work, as we have still 4 drivers to settle up. Those drivers are TS, U-Division, Babin Hermi and Max, with only Babin Hermi still in the pits. All of them are pushing. And in the meanwhile, Japo has the slowest lap with a 17.3, which is... he must have made a mistake, because his pace is definitely not for P14. But in the meanwhile, our race winner for the Mystery Grand Prix, Allenby, sets a 14.6, 2/10 from Gerber's banker, as Babin Hermi has left the session. Already disconnection. And I have another message. Gabri with an eagle, with some champagne and an airplane. I don't know who is that. Maybe it's Jaden, because I mean those emojis kind of remind me of traveling, so maybe it is. If you are Jaden, hi. Oh, it's Allenby, lol. Okay, so thank you for the interesting choice of emojis, Allenby. Okay, so as Riz is spending his time chatting in the Twitch chat, because he thinks his lap is good enough, which it is, to be fair, but yeah, just fun to watch. And in Japo finally improves, setting a 15.4, which is in P10. If I get knocked out, then so be it, says Riz. It's P5, 14.9. I had a good time in the stream at least. Good to know, Riz, good to know. So, Japo finally improved this time, but it is still very much off his teammate, 9/10 of difference. Actually, let me enable the... there we go, we have the gaps from every driver. Let's also see the tires. There we go. So it is more like the real Formula 1, as we can see Babin Hermi being on inters for some reason. Oh, he actually left the session, so I don't know if he's still on AI or something. He might be. It could be crucial because he still has laps to set. Dom retires, so he thinks he's safe, and I think it is very much safe to retire in that position. So 5 minutes left until the end of Q1. There are a few cars on track. Reese finally retires as well, and Jappo, I don't know if he's still pushing. Oh no, he's not pushing, it's the in lap. So let's watch. I think Yelander just ended a lap. Aiden Jones retiring as well, who is down in P7. What about the Mercedes reserve? He's drifting all the way through turn 1, improving by 3 seconds, I think I saw. I don't know if this one it's the in lap, let me check. It's not, he has a full energy. I think he's pushing with the drift as well. Interesting lines, drifting. Well, I mentioned oh, it's down by 2 seconds now. But anyway, I mentioned the drift overtakes earlier. Didn't think I would see that in qualifying, it was more of a race thing, but yeah, there we go. Top 7 is all retiring in the pit lane, apart from Noah, who is only 38 thousandths behind Gerbal. So John Kessler, we said he's not pushing. Kielander is not pushing as well. I don't think anyone is pushing right now. There's an Aston Martin across the finish line. It's Quaxel, who I think just started a lap. Flanken is also retiring as well, the Sauber being in P8. If Flanken shows this pace, this might actually be some good chance of points for Sauber, who are down in P9. But Aston Martin definitely needs points a lot more than Sauber, because they still have 0, and at the moment it's not looking good for Quaxel and Max, who are in the knockout zone for now. Quaxel was improving by 2 tenths, but it will still be not enough. He needs to find more time in this very technical section. Sector 2, the most technical section of this entire track. This is where the setup makes the difference. You need a lot of rotation, but at the same time you need a lot of stability. If your rear is too loose around this track, you're over. But Quaxel is doing a very good job, improving by 7 tenths, and it's gonna be enough for P12, even P11, if he finds more time. Right now his priority is to get to Q2, and at the moment it looks like he's enough. Coming around the final corner, the Aston Martin of Quaxel sets himself into P12 as I predicted, with a 1:15.7, which could be it could be risky if the drivers behind improve as well. Let's see, Jerry could find only 1 tenth and be ahead of him. Rooster as well. Rooster is already finding a tenth and a half. If he finds more time, he might knock out actually Quaxel. 2 tenths after sector 2, which is purple, but I think we have the same glitch from last year's game, where the purple sectors are actually not purple, as we have the Mercedes off the racing line, and Rooster goes around the final corner, and let's see where the Haas is on the grid. P12, so be 1 tenth faster than Quaxel. Now the Aston Martin is in P13. TS is also risking a lot. The McLaren struggling momentarily to find his pace, down in P14. He needs to definitely find a lot more time to prevent drivers like Jerry and Max improving their times. But TS is improving by 1 tenth and a half after sector 1. And if TS, yes, if he stays like this, Quaxel will be knocked out of qualifying. So it is crucial moment for McLaren and Aston Martin as well. Falcon is safe, so it's only 1 McLaren driver who needs to worry about getting through, but it could be very much of a bigger problem for Aston Martin, as TS now improves by 3 tenths, almost 4 tenths after the end of sector 2. And Max in the meanwhile sets himself into P14. It's an improvement, but it might still be not enough, as he knocks out his teammate actually. But if TS improves even more across the finish line, there we go, just above his teammate, and he indeed knocks out both Aston Martins out of Q1. Again, Aston Martin, it is very much struggling this season. still 0 points in the leaderboard, and the pace is not looking good from the drivers. So they definitely need to train more and find that more pace and that more consistency also as well to improve the racecraft and actually getting some points, which could be very, very useful for the team, especially in the fight with realistically only Sauber, because Alpine is very much ahead in P8. So I surely hope Max and Quaxel get their stuff together and start improving as much as possible. In the meanwhile, U Division would be improving, but his lap time is invalidated. He improves by 7/10, but only virtually, because it's not actually a valid lap. So it's an Alpine also out of Q1, and Baby Hermi with no lap time set, suffering some technical difficulties. He is also out of qualifying. He will start all the way down into P18. After his good recent performance in the last races, especially Jeddah, which was his probably best result. It was a very impressive drive from him. Now he is struggling to find that form back again. I mean, it's an issue of disconnection, so not his fault. But still, in the other races, he had to find some more stuff. BBDHEM had wheel connection issues. I don't know what you're talking about. Baby Hormi, that's the acronym. Yeah, connection issues. So, or wheel connection actually. So, even more frustrating. But there we go. This is the end of Q1. Baby Hormi, U Division, and Quaxel actually. Max is through. I didn't notice that. So with all the 18 drivers, it actually means that 3 drivers are knocked out of qualifying. Those drivers are Quaxel, U Division, and Baby Hormi. So Aston Martin actually gets a driver in Q2. So it's another chance for Max to find more pace. So he will definitely be happy about it. But now if you have 15 drivers, theoretically, the bottom 5 should they should be eliminated, because we've seen that multiple times with Jaden when we had full qualifying, that sometimes after Q2 the drivers will be knocked out even up to P10. So having only 9 drivers in Q3, I definitely hope that doesn't happen, because it would be very much frustrating to see that happen again. But there we go, 15 minutes on the clock. Q2 is officially started, and we will see in just a moment how the drivers are gonna perform. And in the meanwhile, it will be it's obviously good for the drivers who are debuting today, which are Jan Kesser in the Mercedes Dom, in Racing Bulls, Flanken in Sauber, and Jerry in Red Bull. So far so good, and Baby Hormi again leaves the session. I hope he definitely gets his issues sorted out, because it would be a shame to miss the race or something just because of weak connection. I've had my fair share of technical issues, connection issues especially during races. It's something I wouldn't hope. Actually, last year I was racing on F123. The game just came out. It was in July, so exactly 1 year ago. I was racing here in Hungary, and the safety car came out, and during the safety car I disconnected. So obviously I tried to join the race as soon as possible, but then what I didn't know that was happening, my AI, once I disconnected during the safety car, the AI stopped on track and the game disqualified it. So when I was back in the game, my car was disqualified because of the AI and because of the disconnection. So I mean, F123 was crazy with connection issues. Yeah, multiplayer was definitely hard for many drivers and for many issues. But it looks like F124 has solved many of those issues actually, especially also the screen freeze on all the gen consoles with crossplay enabled, because I still have PS4, and on F123 when I was racing with crossplay, every time someone left the session there would be massive screen freezes, which many times cost me the race win, and adding all of that bad luck, I think it actually cost me a championship at some point. So, but luckily we don't see that anymore on F124, so it is nice to see. But in the meanwhile, 3 minutes have passed, many drivers are pushing at the moment. It looks like a Mercedes is close to the finish line. No, it's only out lap. So a Ferrari, no. So it's a Haas. It's the Haas of Allenby. No, Allenby is invalidated. So we stay with Rooster. Rooster, we set the first lap of this Q2 with the Haas coming around the 2 final corners. 2 180 degrees, very long corners. Traction is very difficult and they're quite slow. So the exit is crucial, as Rooster sets a lap that is definitely off the provisional pole position. 16.0 against Falcon's 14.9 and against Gerbal's 14.4. It's once again 14.4. And if Q2, if you will theoretically push just a little bit more in Q2 and the time is close to the one in Q1, maybe we won't see a 13 in Q3, but just a matter of time. We'll see in 11 minutes exactly, as Dom in the meanwhile is looking real strong with a 14.8, and then Falcon as well with a 14.9, Flanken with a 15.2, very close to Jan Kaiser. Jump in P6, currently Jerry in P7, Rooster in P8. He definitely must have made a mistake somewhere, like a little oversteer or a little lockup, but we'll see. And Kilander even worse with a 16.2. Noah in the meanwhile P3, 14.8. So very interesting uptimes we are seeing right now. What about Riz? Riz is also coming around the final corner, exiting out of the penultimate one, and now on to the last one. There we go, we can see the Williams across the finish line. P8, 15.7. Riz, who in qualifying in the Mystery Grand Prix had an immense performance in the qualifying in Monaco. He definitely showed himself as I mean, if the race was Monaco, it was Monza later on because of the Mystery Grand Prix, but if the race was Monaco, Riz will very much be likely for a race win. So if Monaco ever comes on the calendar, he will be obviously very happy with that one. But Hungary, it is not at the same level, just P8 for now with a 15.7. And we are not sure if it's gonna go through because we still have TS, Aiden Jones, Max and Allenby with a lap time yet to set. And at the moment Aiden Jones is the closest to the finish line, as he's about to start one. So we'll see in about a minute what the Williams is able to do. Jappo is crashed! This is crucial! Jappo is crashed! Yeah, we can see right there on the right hand side at the exit of I don't see the corner, but I think it was 8. I don't know, I'm gonna have to check real quick. There we go, circuit turn 10, on the exit of turn 10. So Jappo currently he's in P10 and it is very risky actually. I think he might get knocked out by TS right now. We'll see. No? Oh, it just started one, never mind. But Aiden Jones is about to finish. Jappo's crash could be crucial for this qualifying. Ferrari could be very much in trouble with one driver being out of Q2, and we see Aiden Jones right now coming around turn 13 and now 14. We'll see in just a moment what is Jappo's fate. And we see right now what? Oh my god. Oh, it's the same glitch. Okay, it's the same glitch again. Jappo has a 15.5 in P10 and Jerry has a 15.8 above him. There we go again, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay. This glitch is very annoying, not gonna lie. Japo is out in terms of lap time, but in terms of position we still have that annoying glitch. His lap time will be good enough for P11 now, but yeah, annoying to see. As TS even goes no, he goes slower than Japo, but he's still ahead of him. This cannot happen. This glitch just cannot happen. It's unacceptable. Qualifying can be so easily compromised if this happens way too often. Now, since this is only Q2, I'm gonna take some liberties and eat some watermelon. Pardon my mic sounds if you hear anything. I will try to limit it as much as possible, but I mean, watermelon is just necessary during summer because it is so hot. Allenby out of nowhere. I was distracted. I was eating and I missed Allenby's flying lap. 14.4, he gets provisional pole position and ahead of Gerbal. Allenby with a massive ego boost after last week's race. Does he now actually have the chance to challenge Gerbal? Is Gerbal's pace falling off? Okay, so we're seeing some very interesting promises right now in Q2 with Allenby with a 14.4. It's just 76 thousandths gap. Yes, 76 thousandths faster than Allenby. Very interesting. As I'm eating once again. So what else? 5 minutes and a half left and Max is yet to settle up and Japo will be out, but glitch once again. I mean, in terms of lap time, who should be out is well, let me see. No, I actually can't figure it out. It is very much confusing with this glitch. Kirando is down in P15. It's a massive gap from Allenby. Let's see, across the finish line, the Mercedes is he on any lap actually? Wait. I don't know, I haven't seen that, but it still shows the same gap, maybe invalidated. So let's see, what about Jerry? Yeah, Jerry is down. Riz crucially, he's about to finish lap. He's currently knocked out with 1.2 seconds behind Allenby, and he gets a slipstream from the Red Bull and goes up into P4. 2 tenths from Allenby. Williams is looking very strong for what it would be a second row, but it's still Q2. We still have plenty of things to see, and there we go. Japo is finally out now for real in terms of position. Okay, so it fixed. So Japo right now is in his real position, so it fixed. Great. So Riz looking very strong in here as well. I think he wanted to prove me wrong on purpose. As I said, oh yeah, Monaco is good, but Hungary not so much. And he throws a P4 all of a sudden. So okay, Riz, okay, I'll take that. But in the meanwhile, Kjelander crucially is still very much off, currently at the bottom of the knockout zone in P15, and it goes into the pits. 3 minutes and a half left. He still has time to set fresh softs and attempt another lap. Rooster is about to start one. Jerry is in lap. CS is in the pits, and Japo has retired from the crash earlier. So we need to look out for these four. It could be even more trouble for I mean, for all of these teams. they risk having only one driver ahead in Q3. Now Jari is about to start. I don't know. I think he is. Reese retired in the pit lane in the meanwhile. Rooster has also started this last lap of Q2, but we stay with Red Bull. He's currently ahead, finishing sector 1. We'll see the delta time and the improvements in just a moment. It's 77.1, improving by 1.5 seconds. What about Rooster coming at the exit of turn 3, and right before turn 4, it's double of the improvement. The sector time is still the same, but he's improving double as Jerry's improvements. And now, Jerry's invalidated. This is crucial. Does he have enough energy left? Because I think it might be qualifying down for him. Maybe not, but we don't know. This also depends on fuel. So Jerry is very much in trouble because he's invalidated. As he lets Rooster pass, Rooster is still in. He lost some time because now he's only improving by 0.2 and it will not be enough to get in Q3, but we'll see the Haas in just a moment. Now, around turn 14, is it gonna be enough to get through the next qualifying session? It's 1:14, 15.7. It's not. Improving by 0.3, but it's not enough. Rooster is out of Q2, and Jari is about to try again. He still has the fuel and the energy left, but his lap time might be impacted by the tire wear, crucially. Oh, what a drift! Complete drifting through turn 1. CS as well about to start, and this Jerry, okay, no, Jerry is still good. So yeah, Rooster is out officially, but we don't know about Jerry and CS. Let's see Jerry improving by 98,000. He's improving less compared to. Oh, he invalidated again! After turn 4, he invalidates again and he retires on track. It's qualifying done for the Red Bull. CS, I didn't see the improvement there, but in the meanwhile, we have officially Japo, Rooster and Jerry officially out of qualifying. Now it's only up to TS and Kielander to try and modify that. Kielander, where is he? Well, he's coming around turn 5, but I didn't see the delta time improvement once again. But now TS coming round at the exit of sector 2, improving by 0.7. Massive lap by TS. He could be in P7 or P8 as Dom just improved his lap time. No, Flanken just improved up into P7, but TS will be very likely in Q3 as the McLaren goes in P4, a 14.6, improving by 1 second, and it is very much enough. This also means that Max is officially out. He's not improving, but is he pushing? No, he's not pushing. Yes, Max is out of qualifying. Jancaster as well, as Kielander just improved, knocking out his reserve teammate, who improved by 4 thousandths. I think I've seen that time. And so yeah, this is qualifying. Q2 is done. Jancaster is out of qualifying with his teammate knocking him out. Max is out of qualifying as well, as he closes in a poetic way this elimination. Japo with his crash as well in P13, it could be crucial for Ferrari's situation in the standings. Rooster is down in P14 with his teammate getting provisional pole position, and Jerry as well with his teammate right behind the provisional pole position. So Q2 is officially over, and I think Williams is the only team to have 2 drivers in Q3, if I'm correct. No, McLaren as well. McLaren and Williams have 2 drivers in Q3. This could be very crucial in the standings, but it's still qualifying. There are still many things to happen. So yeah, it's officially over. I said the results. I'm gonna eat again now that I have some break. So there we go, this is the showcase of the standings. Just as I said earlier, yeah, it's the same as before. Japa's glitch has been fixed. He will rightfully start from P13 after his crash. And indeed, Williams and McLaren, the only teams to have 2 drivers in Q3. It could be spicy. It could become spicy very, very soon, if the grid is looking competitive like this. So we are about to start finally Q3 here in Hungary. I think I might have done some accidental ASMR. Wasn't my intention, so apologies to anyone who had to. I'm still not done. I still have a few slices left. But we focus on qualifying, because Falcon in the McLaren will be the first driver to complete a lap. Actually, I didn't check my audio earlier, so I'm gonna check right now. Test. Oh wait, I can't hear it. Why can I hear it? I'll check now. Test. I'll check now. Test. Okay, it's working good. I was actually worried more about the balance of the audio, of the microphone and in-game audio, but there we go. Headphones in real quick. Okay, I stopped charging my controller. I am free to move now. There we go. Falcon is now approaching the last corner and will commentate with Falcon in McLaren. Just as Norris's pole position today, earlier, will commentate a lap around Hungary with Falcon in McLaren onto the DRS in the main straight and into turn 1, breaking at the 100-meter boards, and the exit is crucial in here, as you still have to have the throttle out with the DRS on into turn 2 now. Very, very long corner going downhill, and then the entry in turn 3 completely flat out. It's very, very easy, and we see the delta time 26.8. now into turn 4, the blind one, with a massive oversteer from Falcon, and now going uphill into turn 5 as we approach the chicane of turn 6 and 7, braking at the 50-meter boards, and now get all the curb possible on the exit. And now during the very technical section of turn 8, 9, 10 and the right hander of 11, who is flat in this game, and after sector 2 it's a 53.0 by Falcon. It looks very, very fast. Now braking into turn 12 and the very slow, very long corners of turn 13, going uphill and uphill again around turn 14, staying in 4th gear, and now use all of the energy on the exit with the DRS. It's a 14.5 by Falcon, which is actually slower than the top times in Q1 and 2. So let's see Gerbal can improve the benchmark he set earlier. It's a 13.8 by Gerbal. It's an absolutely flying lap by the Red Bull, with a massive gap from Falcon, a massive improvement compared to his Q1 and Q2 runs, as he is looking like he can dominate this Hungary qualifying, as he sets an absolutely massive flying lap. 13.804 for the Red Bull. So McLaren needs to find more pace, a lot more pace, to actually challenge Gerbal, as even TS is very much off his teammate. Currently P5 with a 115.1. What about the House of Allenby? Massive mistake, as he actually sets a 21.9, so he's gonna have to improve that. But what about Noah? He's invalidated. Okay, so he's gonna try again, but he has no energy. He has no energy left to start the lap time. I think this is gonna be the in-lap only. So already struggles for McLaren, as they have one driver out of Q2 and another one with still another still not no lap time set. So we'll see who else is around the finish line. Dom with no lap time is pitting. He validated. There is a Mercedes of Kielander going back into the pits. There is the Williams of Aiden, who is about to finish. It's P2 for Aiden, 14.3, the second fastest lap of the entire qualifying, including Q1 and 2. But still, I'm gonna show those gaps for you, because it's 588 thousandths from provisional pole position from Gerbal, as he obviously wants to claim back that championship lead as soon as possible, and is not gonna be merciful towards anyone during this process. Now Noah invited him once again. Oh, but okay, so he did a double out lap. He's gonna start now. We can see with the energy right there, tire wear is gonna make him slower, but he's gonna have to fight it through. So let's see what split time Noah can set after sector 1, and we'll compare that to Gerbal, as Noah sets a 26.4 and Gerbal sets a 26.5. Okay, so Noah is already faster than Gerbal after sector 1. This could be very interesting and very crucial for this fight between Ferrari and Red Bull, between Noah and Gerbal. And now at the end of sector 2, it's gonna be 52.6, but now I cannot do the math, but it shows purple sector 2. It could very likely be an actual purple sector 2. And now coming around turn 13 for the Ferrari, and into turn 14, now very long corner, now focus on the exit and the energy. Can he challenge a full pole position across the finish line? Yes, he can! With a 13.7, he beats Gerbal's time by 19 thousandths, ladies and gentlemen. It is not domination, it's a fight until the end of this Q3 for pole position, and if the pace stays like this, it could be a very much hard-fought battle for the race win as well. As we head into the end of Q3 with 5 minutes left on the clock, everyone needs to go back into the pits, change their tires, maybe even do some minor setup changes to find those fractions of a second to improve those times. Top 2 is extremely close, but I cannot say the same about top 3. Because Aiden is defending a third place, which is still very good for him, but it is not good if that P3 is 6 tenths away. So we'll see. And Reese, I think he started another lap. Yes, currently in P6, very close to Allenby and Falcon ahead of him, and he will need just barely 2 tenths to get P3 from his teammate. We'll see Reese after sector 1. Oh no, he completely down, 1.3 seconds. So maybe this is the in-lap, I must have missed that. But we have a Mercedes, it's Kielander on the out-lap. No one is pushing, so I'm gonna use this moment to eat watermelon. Okay, I'm gonna currently stop eating because No, never mind. I thought Reese was about to push. Kielander is about to push. I can still eat one slice. Okay. Finished eating almost. But now we are gonna completely focus on the end of Q3 as Kielander is about to start his last lap of qualifying, and there could be a lot of traffic ahead of him with the McLaren on the right side, but he slows down to let the Mercedes through. And now after turn 1 with the DRS open on the exit, and now going downhill into turn 2, but it looks like he's slowing down. Yeah, he's not pushing. Kielander abandoned his lap for some reason. I am not sure why. We get confirmation. Yeah, 3 seconds down. Maybe he wants to do a double out lap to burn fuel or something. We don't know. But someone else is pushing. That is Gerbal. Gerbal now he's back on the hunt of pole position. Now currently 19 thousandths away as he goes downhill in turn 2, which immediately ties with turn 3 on the exit very fast. And now going uphill before turn 4 we'll see the improvement, which is 23 thousandths. It's a very slight margin of improvement, but it's still enough nonetheless to get pole position if it stays like this, because right now Gerbal still has to do sector 2 in the most perfect way possible to improve those little thousandths of a second to try and get that first place and that pole position for the race starts. And the Mercedes gets out of the way. It's a 1.5 seconds of improvement. Purple sector 2. The Red Bull is absolutely flying. Gerbal now back in his full form right now, showing his maximum pace. And now coming around turn 14 is gonna be a 1:13.5, improving by 2 tenths and a half. It's a massive, not massive, but quite important gap from Noah. 45 seconds left. Everyone needs to complete their last laps. There is Dom, who is starting right now his only lap of Q3. But now around the final corner is Reese, still about to start. Aiden Jones is about to finish and Noah is about to start. We stay with Aiden Jones and then we'll jump onto the Ferrari of Noah to see who can get pole position here around at the Hungary ring as Aiden Jones goes across the finish line. It's a 1:14.3 with a very slight improvement. But now Noah is back on hunting that pole position. It's a fight for that infamous P1, for that special grid. That special place on the grid. I didn't find the words. But now Noah around turn 2 is gonna be crucial to get the sector 2 right, but around sector 1 it's an improvement by 84 thousandths. Starting off good. No, invalidated! Noah has invalidated and it's over! The timer has 0. Noah has invalidated on the exit on turn 4. He cannot change for pole position. It is Gerbal, the Polish Red Bull driver, who claims pole position here in Hungary, and Noah in P2 fake an NCS, locking out the second row for McLaren with let me see the times. We are 14.1 and 14.2 respectively, and Aiden Jones we are 14.3. He starts in P5. Kielander with a 14.4 in P6. Allenby, the last race winner, he's now in P7 with a 14.5, and still with a 14.5 is Reese in P8. Flanken sets a 14.7, and Dom has no lap time set at the end of Q3. So these are the official qualifying results. We have set the grid for this Hungarian Grand Prix. We are ready. And we can see in the chat Bobber with the I don't remember the name of the animal. It's not a capybara, it's a hamster, and the Polish flag as well. But there we go. Another reminder that Gerbal claims pole position here, finding space back after a few warning races. There was a crash in Zandvoort and then he missed the Mystery Grand Prix as Noah took the lead, but now he's looking forward to claim that lead as soon as possible, and there is a good chance to do so now in Hungary. Now I'm gonna eat my last 3 slices of watermelon and then we can finally commentate the race. Well, there we go. So it's looking very sunny, so that's one problem less for the drivers. Very good weather, one less thing to worry about, so they will definitely ease off of the risk of rain. But the pace is looking strong by many drivers here. And we can see right now the strategies are done. 5 red lights are on here in Hungary for the 6th round. It's lights out and away we go with Gerbal defending that pole position from Noah. Noah, who had not the best of starts as he's not alongside yet, but Aiden Jones setting up. No, it's actually, who is saying it's Riz with a massive send, or Aiden Jones actually. One of the Williamses completely sent it into one. Aiden Jones making moves already, a very aggressive start from the Williams, and many cars are going side by side. There's some winglets flying off. Riz down in P8. The two Mercedes are close to each other, and I think Aiden Jones was the one who made the complete send into turn 1, but he's still down in P4. Falcon right now currently into the podium. David Holm with not the best of starts. He has quite a gap from the drivers ahead. Rooster and Max fighting at the back of the grid. Rooster in P16. There are some drivers making slight contact with each other. Let's see the tires real quick. Many started on the mediums, some on the hards, none on the softs. Gerbal has successfully defended the lead in this first lap, so Noah is gonna try an attack later on. But now, crucially, at the start of the second lap, the DRS is already enabled. Jan Kessler and Kielander is pitting. Kielander is pitting. It's a pit stop for the Mercedes. Is it wing damage? Probably it is. Let's see. Yes, wing change for the Mercedes driver. Unfortunate for Kielander as he's now in P18. Gerbal still defending this lead very well. DRS is enabled because we are on the second lap, and Falcon crucially might lose the DRS to Noah. Falcon with a spin! Falcon with a spin, and he's going in reverse after turn 4. Now he's down into P10, maybe even P11 as U-Division is approaching and he's ghosting through him, but a costly mistake by Falcon has compromise his chances for the podium as he's now currently out of the points. Aiden Jones benefits from that as he's now into P3 with his very aggressive start despite the hard compound, but yes, he's very close as he has a look on the inside of turn 12, but he still has to back off, he still has to wait and be patient. But crucially, it's already a 2.4 seconds gap from Aiden and Noah. But now U-Division and Falcon changing position. They're going side by side through turn 14, and Jerry's sticking his nose as well. They are going probably 3 wide before turn 1. The Red Bull is taking all the slipstream, and U-Division is getting passed by both Falcon and Jerry. Jerry having a look up on the inside of Falcon into 1. They are still wheel to wheel. They have the same compound as well, and they are still side by side battling. But Falcon hanging on the top 10. They made some contact as well. Who's gonna be ahead between Jerry and Falcon? They've been battling for 3 corners straight, and Rooster has crashed, and it's a virtual safety car. Rooster has crashed out of turn 2. Actually, just before the beginning of turn 3, it's a DNF for the Haas driver. Race has been... oh, there's a safety car actually! It's a full course safety car. We can see the yellow dot on the map. Race has been neutralized after only 3 laps. Many drivers setting it in every possible corners. Eventually one of them wasn't careful enough and this brought out the safety car. And now medium runners are gonna have to choose. Do they want to go to the end with the hards, or do they think is it too early to pit? As Jebel tried to trick Noah into pitting, but he hasn't fought for that. But I think everyone is staying out. Falcon is pitting crucially. He might have got wing damage from that spin, or from the cars he was battering after the spin. Let's see what happened to the McLaren. What does he do? It's a strategic pit stop. He stays on the mediums. He's not changing his front, but he's serving a penalty. I'm not sure what happened. Oh no, okay, it's just lag. So Falcon with a strategic pit stop. He uses the safety car to change on the mediums, while Max is going on softs and also changing his front wing. And Kielander back in P15. Flanken as well, with not the best of that. He's done in P16. He lost many positions. Let's see. 5 positions left for... no, 7 positions lost for Flanken, but 11 positions left for Falcon. Well, he has pitted, but at the same time it was a very costly mistake spinning around turn 4. So for some reason the game is still showing the virtual safety car banner, but we can now see the real safety car on the track. So yeah, there is already some action after these 4 laps, 3 laps naturally, because 1 lap has already passed with the safety car. But apart from Falcon, Kielander, Flanken and Max, everyone is on the same strategy as they started. Let's see who gained the most positions, as it is EU Division getting the best start, gaining 6 positions. He was out of Q1, now he's near the points, so the Alpine driver is gonna try to keep his cool, be focused and get some points for the team. And Quaxel as well, Aston Martin is in P12. If he has a good race, he can also just overtake 2 cars and be back into the points. But who definitely needs to pick up his pace, it's Japo, because his teammate is fighting for the win while he's stuck in P9. That's also because of the crash he had in qualifying, but his standards require higher positions. He needs to help Noah defend the constructors lead they currently have on Red Bull. So every point matters, and teamwork between Ferrari is gonna be crucial to defend the lead. So now it's only Max who has to catch up to the pack, as I think he might have stopped again. Did he do 2 stops? Yes, 2 stops for Max. So I think he changed to the softs again. He wanted even fresher softs compared to the one he had before. So we are still waiting for the Aston Martin to catch up, and after that we will, I think, resume racing. I don't know, because the safety car is near the position where it usually gets called out and called in the pit lane. No, I think we might have 1 more lap. Actually no, it's a very late call. Safety car is in this lap. 5 laps have passed from the start. So we see now it is up to Gerbal to lead the restart of this Hungarian Grand Prix. He did a good job defending the lead, and he does once again, but Noah wasn't caught sleeping. He's only 4 tenths behind, so he reacted very well, and he now gets all of the slipstream possible before turn 1, but now he's gonna have to try and stay behind as much as possible and to get past as quick as possible. Felkan making moves, so recovering from his spin and strategic calls. Now in P13, about to overtake Quaxel. Had a look up the inside, but no, he has to back out there. Better opportunities, so patience is gonna be key for Felkan to make his way through the grid. Turn 4 definitely not a turn to overtake. So but Quaxel crucially gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits already on lap 6, and that's his chance of points very much compromised, especially if no one else gets penalties. Flanken and Max battering. Baby Don't Hurt Me spun. Baby Don't Hurt Me is round on the chicane of turn 6 and 7. He's not moving. So turn 7 and 8. He's not moving. Did he retire? The V-carb is not moving. He might get disqualified if he's still. Disqualified! Baby Don't Hurt Me wasn't able to move, and he gets disqualified for being still, for standing still on the track. Absolute race to forget for the Racing Bull. But now into lap 7. Gerbal very much still defending the lead. He hasn't been overtaken at all, but Felkan going past the Aston Martin of Quaxel, now in P12, and now he has U-Division and Jerry to overtake to get back into the points. But let's see, what's the closest gap? I think it's Kielander to Quaxel, but I mean it's not a corner to overtake, but we are approaching the chicane. He might send it in the inside if he's confident enough. No, he's way too far, but Felkan is doing everything he can to get past the Alpine of U-Division as soon as possible. U-Division is going quite slow. He can't afford to lose that much time to the Alpine driver. In the meanwhile, oh! U-Division with a spin, and he almost collected Felkan. It was very close, but great reaction from Felkan, avoiding that incident. And they are still side by side, they are still fighting through turn 13. U-Division going completely wide on the outside. Quaxel as well fights with Kielander. These fights are not in the points, but they are battling side to side for so many corners. Felkan is now in P11. And he's gonna be overtaken by U-Division with the DRS right behind him. They went almost 3 wide into turn 1. U-Division is still gonna try to hang it, but he goes wide. He goes wide after turn 1, and Kielander has now a chance. Oh, Kielander spun! Virtual safety car. Kielander has spun at turn 1. He damaged his front wing. We have a virtual safety car for debris on the track, and Kielander with no front wing at all. He also has many things to recover. He has a lot of road to cover to get back into the points and get a good result back, because right now the car is just not gonna turn at all, and it's also unlucky that he has a virtual safety car. So even if he changes the front wing, he's gonna lose a lot of time, because he's not catching up to the other drivers. So far, race to forget for Kielander. It's unfortunate. But with the virtual safety car, it is still Gerbal's responsibility to try and catch Noah off guard. I mean, it would be more correct to Noah to have good reflexes and react to Gerbal's restart as quick as possible. Quaxel is pitting as well. The Aston Martin is going very slow before the pit lane limiter, but race has been restarted. Noah is already going side by side with Gerbal into turn 2 with the DRS already enabled. Noah around the outside of turn 2. Is the Ferrari gonna be ahead of turn 3? Not quite, because Gerbal has a lot of speed on the outside and he stays ahead before turn 3, but Noah is all over his wing. Now going uphill into turn 5. Is he gonna try something in the chicane of turn 7 and 8? No, 6 and 7 actually. Not quite, or maybe yes. No, he had a look up the inside as Gerbal almost struggled with the traction on the exit, but he has reacted very well to the virtual safety car restart, as he's now only 3/10 and he's getting all of the slips he can. But let's watch out for Aiden as well. Aiden is as close to Noah as Noah is close to Gerbal, so it could be a double overtake. Gerbal could be overtaken by 2 cars at once with the DRS. Noah is right behind him, getting off the slipstream. Does he attend the inside? He has a look. He has a look, but he doesn't want to make the move. Now he just wants to put pressure on Gerbal, trying to make him lose focus. And Dom retired! Dom has crashed into 1! Safety car or no? No. No virtual safety car and no safety car. Dom has gone deep. Or he actually spun. Wait, I think he retired on track. It's not. Yeah, Dom has retired on track for some reason. I am not sure what happened there, and the car just despawned. So it's a DNF, for an unusual DNF for the Racing Bulls. But we'll get back to the top 3, because crucially Noah has lost a lot of time to Gerbal right ahead of him, and he could be overtaken by Aiden Jones anytime soon. Approaching lap 10. Now the compounds are gonna make a difference in the pace and the tire wear. This is the point where the hards could actually become faster than the mediums. So Noah should very much watch out for Aiden Jones, as Falcon gets past Jerry. Coming around turn 14. It's now P8 for the McLaren. Giappo is pitting. It's a pit stop for the Ferrari. Very early with the strategy. Does he have front wing damage? Does he? Yes. It's a front wing change for Giappo. I am not sure when that happened, but now it's hard tires for the Ferrari, trying to recover from the damage, and he's now in P14. But Noah has caught back up to Gerbal. 4/10 separating the two of them, 2/10 separating Aiden and Noah. Aiden is not gonna try and give this up very easily. He's definitely not lacking the pace to defend this podium and even attack further than that. Staying all over with a rear lockup by Aiden Jones, but with Gerbal as well. I saw Gerbal sliding in the braking of turn 12, and that allowed Noah to close in the gap just a little bit, as he's now just barely below 3/10. DRS is going to be crucial. Noah very much has the chance to take the lead before 2-1, and they go side by side. The Gerbal defending, trying to squeeze Noah a little bit, and Aiden standing on the outside. Aiden with a massive overspeed, but no, he's in P3, but he's actually trying to get the exit. They are going almost 3 wide into turn 2. Aiden just trying to battle with Gerbal as Noah takes the lead, and Gerbal is defending with Aiden just there side by side through turn 3. They still leave space. Is Aiden just going to get past before turn 4? Yes, he is! Aiden Jones has made a massive send into turn 1 and maintained the same speed going through turn 2, 3 and 4. He's now into P2. Gerbal, the pole sitter, is now in P3. In the meanwhile, race controller has given a 3-second time penalty to Jerry for track limits. But wow, this battle for the podium is very much spicing up. as Noah takes the lead, and Aiden Jones is looking very aggressive. He's very hungry to make those moves. He's hungry in Hungary, and now he's in P2 with arguably faster times than Noah. So we might see a Williams in the lead of this Hungarian Grand Prix very, very soon. But we also need to consider the pit stop phase, because it's gonna come into play soon. There's gonna be just some laps, just a few laps, as he just sends it on the inside of turn 1 during the break and goes completely wide on the exit, but he still has the RS to try and attack Noah before turn 2, but no, the distance is way too much. Aiden Jones has been practicing a lot on dive bombs on the inside of turn 1. He's been doing this for the entirety of the race now. So Gerbal is gonna try to in the middle TS, 3 second time penalty, track limits as well for the McLaren, flanking as well, track limits penalty. But in the case of TS it's more crucial, because he could have attacked for the podium, but now he's gonna be demoted even further than that. But now Gerbal trying to chase Aiden as close as possible. He's gonna try and benefit from any mistake Aiden could make by dive bombing so often. Gerbal with a rear lock as well. He wanted to wait for a mistake for Aiden, but he actually almost made a mistake himself, losing those precious tenths. Also struggling a bit with the traction on the exit. Those mediums are having a hard time. Gerbal is now 6 tenths. Aiden is attacking Noah. Noah defending, going completely on the inside. Now Aiden Jones is going to try around the outside. He gets past before the braking zone, and he's still going to have the RS. So it's going to be very hard for Noah to try and attack Aiden Jones, who is looking very, very strong in this first stint of the Hungarian Grand Prix. The two cars who started on the front row in P1 and P2 are now fighting for P2 and P3, and it is Aiden Jones who actually started in 5th, who is currently leading this Hungarian Grand Prix, showing some very good race pace against Noah and Gerbal. These two are not fighting for the win anymore, they're fighting for the podium. Aiden Jones is still putting off massively. He has so much pace. His race pace is definitely a lot better than what he was able to show in qualifying. This could be very, very crucial. If the situation stays like this, we might have a Williams on the top step of the podium, but it's still too early to judge, because we have 21 laps yet to watch, and anything could still happen. Noah has the DRS for sure, but it's not gonna be enough. Max gets 3 seconds penalty. A lot of drivers actually are starting to struggle with the white lines and getting all those penalties. So Noah is struggling in catching Aiden, and Gerbal is struggling on catching Noah. U-Division is pitting. Pit stop for the Alpine. This might be the first actually strategic pit stop of the race. We will very likely see the Alpine on the hard compound for U-Division, attempting an undercut on any driver that was ahead of him. So this might be a sign that it's time to change tires quite soon. Kielander now going side by side with Quarksel around turn 2, and the Aston Martin cannot defend as he goes past the white line and gets 3 seconds penalty. Again, I think, yes, 6 seconds for the two Aston Martins. Race to forget for them at the moment. Kielander in P12, and Japo as well is struggling a lot. I mean, he had to change his wing, but he's in P11 nonetheless. He needs to get back into the points to help his teammate as much as possible. But Noah is pitting! Noah is crucially pitting, so is TS, so is Rees. These are crucial stages of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Noah is switching onto the hards, attempting the undercut on Gerbal. Gerbal needs to pull one heck of a lap right now, but he was ghosting. I think he was going slow. It's 3 seconds off Aiden Jones, so he might have made some mistake. So we're approaching a significant a very important part of this Hungarian Grand Prix, because the strategy now comes into play. Let's see the leader gap. Where is it? There we go. 20 seconds separating Noah and Aiden, so it's gonna be 16 seconds between Noah and Gerbal. So Gerbal is definitely gonna get passed by Noah, but no, Giappo with a massive spin, massive oversteer, almost a spin. In the middle of U division, got a penalty. So quite a lot of drivers are struggling with the track limits in tonight's race. But now let's see the top two. What does the top two do? Aiden just stays out reasonably, he stays on the hards, but Gerbal is now pitting. He's gonna get passed by Noah mathematically. He's gonna go onto the hards now. The overcut hasn't worked. The undercut by Noah has worked massively. And now it's gonna be crucial to see where does Gerbal come out on track. And Flanken gets 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Gerbal is behind TS. And Noah, Alima and TS, they have pitted as well. So Gerbal is in big trouble right now. He's in effective P4, but it's not what he needs. He was looking very strong with a massive pole position lap in qualifying. Now he's down into P7. He's gonna have to find a lot of pace with these hard tires. Hards who on this game are actually very hard. I mean, they're very difficult to handle because you need a lot of laps to get them into the right temperature, and just overall they give so much less grip compared to the other compounds. So Gerbal, he needs to focus very hard right now to get back that P1. Jerry and Ferkan and Aiden still have to pit. No, Ferkan actually hasn't. He's on the mediums that are not from the start. Fergan is in an interesting spot right now, because if he studied how much the tires actually last, he will try to extend the medium stint a lot, maybe even go to the softs, or maybe he's gambling for a safety car. We don't know, but Ferkan, he's not it's not confirmed that he will pit soon. So currently we are waiting for the pit stop of Aiden Johnson and Jerry as we approach the end of the first half of this race in lap 18 out of 35. But Gerbal going past the TS spinning. TS has spun again, or actually was it Ferkan who spun earlier in that same corner? I cannot remember currently, but yes, nonetheless with a spin, he is now down into P8 with Gerbal making a very easy move. Now it's only 2.5 seconds between the Red Bull of Gerbal and the Haas of Arenberg. And Arenberg as well, he almost challenged for provisional pole position in Q2, and is now 2 seconds behind Noah on slightly older tires. But Noah now crucially is behind Jerry with the DRS, and Jerry just completely lets him past. Noah is now back into the podium positions with Ferkan and Aiden Johnson. Now, Aiden Johnson, when is he gonna pit? Because right now there's gonna be a massive gap from Noah and Aiden. 4 seconds at the moment. It could even go up to 5 seconds if Aiden Johnson stays out for much longer. But at the same time, he might be gambling on using those mediums as late as possible to actually have a bigger advantage on Noah and Gerbal. Strategies are crucial in this part of the race, as now Jerry and Arenberg are currently fighting for position. I mean, not much for position because Jerry has a penalty, but look at Arenberg. He's all over his rear wing. Maybe he's gonna attempt something on the inside, but in the meanwhile Aiden Johnson is pitting. Arenberg is not making a move, so Aiden Johnson, the Williams, finally into the pit lane, and it's going to be crucial to check the gap between him and Noah. Ferkan stays out on the slightly younger mediums than the ones at the start. he made a pit stop at around lap 3 or 4, so he's still staying out. Currently into the lead. Aiden Jones has come out in P6, right ahead of his teammate. Gerbal has passed Allenby out of nowhere. Gerbal has passed both Allenby and Jerry in the same corner. Now Gerbal is finally back into P3, but it's still quite a gap to cover to actually try and gain on Noah ahead of him. 4.8 seconds separating the Ferrari and the Red Bull, and Allenby still definitely hopes to get a good result. If Falcon pits later on, Allenby might actually challenge for the podium. The strategy is looking good so far, so he's gonna obviously try and focus and keep that P3 as tight as possible. And Aiden Jones has passed Jerry, now he's into P5. He has the fresh mediums. Right now they are the fastest tire on the track, the fresh mediums. He's gonna have a significant advantage on the drivers ahead of him. He's gonna get past Allenby very easily, and maybe even Gerbal and Noah. Now Falcon is pitting with 15 laps to the end. Could he go to softs? That's the question. Mediums actually. Well, yes, because he already made the mandatory pit stop with the compound change, so he can afford to go with mediums until the end of this race. But now he's in P9 with Jappo going past on those 10 laps old hards. Noah has inherited the lead of the race, and Gerbal is quite far from him. 5 seconds separating the two of them, and Allenby crucially staying in the DRS of Gerbal. But let's watch out for Aiden, because he might actually be the fastest car on track right now. Let's look at the fastest lap. Who has it at the moment? It's Noah actually, with a 16.6. But Aiden Jones, he's still setting his first complete lap with the mediums, so we might see a new fastest lap being set very, very soon. 17.8, but that was definitely in the first stint. And Jappo as well gets a 3-second time penalty. Many drivers are struggling with track limits position, so not exactly the best of race for Noah's teammate. But we see Aiden right now. Let's go back to the interval in the meanwhile. Aiden Jones across the finish line. Yes, indeed. 16.3. He improves the fastest lap of the race by 4 tenths, and he gets past Allenby just before the braking zone of turn 1. He now has DRS to officially be back into the fight for the win, and now attack Gerbal. Noah, he's looking safe right now to not be attacked by Gerbal, but Gerbal is gonna be attacked by Aiden just very, very soon. Noah might not have to defend from Gerbal, but he will definitely have to defend from Aiden Jones, who is flying right now around the Hungary ring on those fresh mediums. The strategy has played a massive role in his results so far, but I have to say his pace was looking very, very strong. He didn't look like it in qualifying, but now what a race and what a pace he's pulling off. Jerry and TS in the meanwhile, they both have the same amount of penalties, I think. Yes, 3 seconds for Jerry, TS and Jappo. They are all fighting for position, and Jerry goes wide. There might have been some contact between the McLaren and the Red Bull, as now TS is fighting for position for P6 currently. But now Jerry is on the very, very old hards. He has 21 laps old hards. He's gonna have to come into the pit soon. But Aiden Jones, crucially, Aiden Jones has passed Gerbal on the main straight. He's now into P2, and let's look at that gap very, very closely, because it's 5.5 seconds between Aiden Jones and Noah. We all thought it would have been a fight for the win between Ferrari and Red Bull, but it is actually between Ferrari and Williams. Aiden Jones putting off a masterclass today here in Hungary, and we see just how quick he gains as Gerbal goes wide around turn 5. There might have been a track limit warning, we don't know, but it's still a lot of time lost nonetheless. And Allenby now that he sees the chance to get a podium, he's gonna push as much as he can to get the P3 out of the Red Bull. But now Aiden Jones right now with the same gap as before, 5.3. It's very close to the same gap he had in the previous laps. But we see out of the final corner, does the gap reduce? Barely. It was 5.5 at the start of the lap, now it's 5.3. So at the moment he gained 2 tenths, but we still need to see how much the pace evolves during the rest of the race. Now Giappo and Jerry are actually fighting for position, fighting for P8 currently. Giappo with the DRS getting past very easily. He's now gonna have DRS here again after zone 1, so very easy pass for the Ferrari. We still look at the gaps because 5.6 yellow flags for who? Nothing. So just a temporary glitch. Oh, but Gerbal, crucially, Gerbal has picked up the pace massively. He is now 6 tenths behind Aiden and crucially back into the DRS range. 6 tenths separating the Red Bull and the Williams, and yellow flags have been waited for Giappo. We have a safety car! We have a full car safety car. Giappo is no front wing. The debris has caused a full car safety car. Noah, he's into the pits. He made a very late call to go back into the pits. What about Aiden? Aiden stays out on the mediums. Gerbal is in on the hards. Allenby as well is into the pits. What about Riz? He's in. Aiden Jones staying out on those all mediums. He might be in big trouble because right now everyone behind him is pitting for fresh mediums. Aiden Jones tried to secure the race lead by not pitting, but now the tire advantage will become a tire disadvantage, as this full cost safety car has changed a lot of things. Falcon, Jerry and Jan Kaiser are opting for the softs right now. Riz for some reason on the hards. I don't know why you will choose the hards with 10 laps to the end. And this safety car might stay out for a long time because the grid is very much spread. It's gonna take a while for the cars to catch up. But Giappo has brought out the full course safety car, breaking his front wing, obviously now replacing it and going with the softs, but he still has a 3-second time penalty now into P10. If we look at Ferrari as a whole, it's not looking good because right now they are currently relying only on Noah. Giappo definitely needs to improve on the performance he has shown today, because it's going to be very crucial constructors wise. So we can see many cars still need to reach the queue. We might actually have two laps more of safety car if it stays like this. And now 6 laps old, those medium tires for Aiden Jones. He's trying as best as he can to defend the race win, but by not pitting, that is a crucial choice. It's a crucial choice to make, because it could go very well. I mean, if you look at if you think that Hungary is a track where it's difficult to overtake, then yeah, you prioritize track position to get ahead and defend this race win. But we actually seen it multiple times tonight. There are actually a lot of corners where you can overtake. Aiden himself was pulling a lot of overtakes in the earlier stints. So he might be in big trouble from Noah and Gerber behind. Quaxel still needs to catch up. I think it might be a late call for the safety car to come in this lap. but I think he will actually reach it on time. It might be a late call again. Safety car is in turn 12. Yes, safety car in this lap. Resuming on lap 27, it's 9 laps of racing as Quaxel goes off the track for some reason on the grass. But now Aiden Jones, crucially on the older tires, he's gonna have to try and get the best restart possible, weaving to get the temperature right. And now around the final corner, has he restarted the race? It's very late, he still hasn't. He's waiting on the main straight just before the finish line, and he has started, but it's a horrible restart. Noah is already all the way back in only 2 times behind. Arenberg is also attacking Jebel on the inside of turn 1. Arenberg trying to stick his ass on the inside of the right of turn 1. They are still side by side. Jebel, crucially, he was starting on pole position, but now he has to defend for the podium against Arenberg. Jebel still stays ahead. Arenberg, he was trying for a great move, but he has to back out. Now Aiden Jones, he's still defending from Noah behind. But I have to say, that restart wasn't the best, as Japo spun again. Or he actually had some oversteer. Now he's back into P14. Kielander has made some mistake, as he's in P15 all the way back. And there is fighting between Max, Japo, Quaxel, U-Division losing many positions now, going wide, fighting with the automatic of Quaxel. Japo trying to recover, making the move now into P11, but he still has the penalty. Let's go back, actually let's go to TS, because he's fighting side by side with Reese, going through turn 13. He wanted to be on the outside, now he's still on the outside. Jerry gets track limits penalties. He goes round the outside of the last corner, going past Reese. Beautiful overtake. They're still side by side, but now the RS is enabled. Aiden Jones is defending as best as he can. This race win is squeezing Noah all the way up to the grass, and Jerbal is also trying to get Jerbal for a wonderful switchback. Now he's into P3 and very, very close. There is a McLaren. Falcon is spinning after turn 1, but this fight for the lead is amazing. Jerbal is still stuck into P3. He's trying to get best exit possible. He gets past Noah, and then goes off the track. It's a 3-second time penalty for the Haas driver. His chances of a podium are there. Oh, this contact between Jerbal and Noah. Jerbal going wide on the exit out turn 4. There might have been some wing damage for Noah behind her. But now Aiden Jones is absolutely loving this, because he has a chance to pull off a bigger gap than he was able to pull earlier. But look at Jerbal. The pace advantage is massive. He's all the way attached to his rear wing. Jerbal is not gonna wait to make this move happen. Noah still trying to put pressure on the Red Bull. This fight for the podium, actually for the race win, we have no idea of how the podium is gonna look like. We have no idea who is gonna win this race. Aiden Jones still on the older tires. He's still putting it off, going all the way up the inside, breaking the toe, but now Jerbal is actually getting past before the braking. Aiden Jones with a slight lock up there. He's on the inside, and through goes Noah on the inside. He has the RS. Aiden Jones has been overtaken by both cars at once. Now even Arenberg tries to stick it on the outside. There's contact between Arenberg, almost resulting in a spin. But wow, what about the Falcon has returned in the pit lane, and U-Division is pitting as well. Definitely a race to forget for Falcon now, as he has retired for some reason. But now Arenberg is all over the back of Aiden Jones. He's almost trying to get past in the chicane. Now track limits is going to be crucial. If one of these three gets track limits, it's over. They cannot challenge for the win anymore. But look at the gap between Arenberg and Aiden Jones. The Haas, despite his penalty, he's not giving up the place. He's trying to put pressure on the wheels of Aiden Jones as much as possible. Japo gets another track limits penalty in the meanwhile, but the gap between Noah and Jerbal is massive, and even between Aiden and Noah, 1.3 seconds. Aiden Jones has officially lost the RS. The tires are not able to hold on. So now it is back to a 1v1 with Jerbal and Noah, and Arenberg gets past before turn 1. but Aiden Jones has no penalty, so he's still defending the podium. But wow, he was challenging for the race win, and it looks like the strategic choice he made maybe wasn't the best one. But let's look at Noah, because he has recovered a lot of time. 3 tenths now separating the Ferrari and the Red Bull, and obviously Gerbal trying to pull off as much as he can. 2 tenths now back to 3, and Aiden Jones is gonna be really mad with the choice he made, fighting for the win, but eventually he wasn't able to hold on. Many track limits penalties are flying around throughout the entire field, but not these two. These two are keeping it in the white lines so much. Actually the drivers who have no track limit penalties are Gerbal, Noah, Aiden Jones, Rees, Jan Kesser and Kielander. Only 5 drivers, and Jan Kesser spinning the Mercedes with maybe with a slight oversteer out of turn 11. Not the best result for Mercedes, definitely, as they are now in P12 and P13, but now approaching 5 laps to the end of this Hungarian Grand Prix. We thought it could have been Aiden Jones to put a challenge up for these two, but no, it is always Ferrari against Red Bull. 4 tenths now separating Noah and Gerbal, as even TS gets past the Williams of Aiden Jones. Now he gets pressure from his teammate, he lets him pass. Aiden Jones crucially has decided to let Rees pass. He has the hards, but nonetheless they are faster because Aiden Jones' mediums are too worn out. He should not have stayed out, because this has played a massive role in his fight for the win. Noah is 3 tenths now, chasing Gerbal as quickly as possible. Gerbal with a slight oversteer, taking the curb. And let's see right now, let's also see the energy, because Noah is on 80% or so, Gerbal on 73. They are close on energy levels. Gerbal with a bit of a lockup there and sliding on the exit of turn 13. It might be a crucial sign that he's struggling with the traction, struggling on corner exit. As he has DRS, is he gonna get past? Yes, he switches to the inside, very close behind. There's contact, they touched, but he still keep it on track. Noah still has the DRS with Gerbal, with some questionable defending with the contact there. Noah with the DRS still hasn't passed Gerbal, with Gerbal trying to defend, closing the gap and also banging wheels for one moment there. But the gap is still the same. 3 tenths separating the two. It's a battle for the win. We already predicted it in qualifying. These two are giving answer. Aiden Jones crucially, 3-second time penalty. He was fighting for the race win, but now he has completely threw it away. The strategy wasn't great, and now even the check limits play his role. Which also mean that Rees could get a podium theoretically. Yes, Rees currently is in the podium. It's great news for Aiden Jones' teammates. Obviously, Aiden Jones frustrated with the result as it is. Fighting for the win and ending in P6, definitely not something you want, but at least your teammate is currently on the podium. He just needs to keep it between the white lines, because we are now with 3 laps until the end, and Noah is getting passed around the outside of turn 1. They are not side by side, but they will be soon with the DRS. Noah is choosing the inside of turn 2 and he gets ahead, but Gerbal is still resisting on the outside line of turn 3 and he's still gonna be ahead in turn 3. And Noah, is he looking up the outside of turn 4? No, he hasn't. Was a very dangerous corner for overtaking, so he had to back out. But wow, these two are fighting non-stop for that infamous P1. This is crucial for the driver's title fight, as Gerbal is finally finding his full form again. He crashed in Zandvoort, he didn't attend the Mystery Grand Prix, but now he's back fighting for the win. It's still 2.5 laps left to do that. It is absolutely crucial. There are only 6 points separating Noah and Gerbal. With Gerbal winning the race, he's gonna be ahead by 1 point. But Ferrari will still be ahead in the Constructors' Championship, very likely. And now approaching lap 34, 2 laps left. Does Noah have the overspeed to make a move? No. He wants to put pressure, but he doesn't actually want to do it. But let's see, DRS out of turn 1, does he send it? No, he just wants to show his picture in Gerbal's rear mirrors to try and make him lose focus. Gerbal with the fleeing, Noah with the chasing. It's a fight up until the end. A fight that has lasted for the entire race, for the entire qualifying as well, and now it's gonna be crucial. They are taking the best lineage possible, but Noah is losing a lot of time now. He's struggling through sector 2. They are 6/10 away. It's not gonna be enough, or maybe he's saving energy. He's deploying it now. We are gonna have to see how much energy they are using. They are still on medium, around 70%, but now it's gonna be full on attack mode. Coming around the final corner, it's lap 34 and soon to be lap 35. As we officially start the last lap of this Hungarian Grand Prix, and Noah using the overtake and the energy with the DRS, he's gonna get past. Yes, he is around the outside of turn 1, but Gerbal is not giving up. He's trying to squeeze. There's contact between the two of them, but Noah still has the speed to make the move on the side of turn 2. They are banging wheels. There was also some debris flying. Who's gonna be ahead of turn 3? Noah around the outside. They are still making contact. Noah gets the move done. He still stays ahead before turn 4. It's a crucial move for the lead of the race, and Gerbal right now has defended as best as he can, but Noah very aggressive with the overtake. He has made a wonderful job going side by side for 3 entire corners, banging wheels up until the end, but now it's crucially Noah in the lead of this Hungarian Grand Prix, with Gerbal losing even more points to the lead. We thought it would have been the opposite, but it's actually now the Ferrari with a prancing horse staying on top of the podium here in Hungary. Noah has made an excellent race. He wasn't in pole position, but his overtakes were top class, and it's a very much earned win. Noah wins the Hungarian Grand Prix, and Gerbal, the pole sitter, crosses in P2, and by P3 on track, but a wonderful performance by Riz in the Williams sets himself onto the podium, with Allen by being P4. Aiden Jones gutted, fighting for the win. P5 is the best he could have achieved today. TS in P6, Kielander and Jan Kessler. Mercedes with a very beautiful comeback drive here in Hungary, closing in P7 and P8. Jerry in P9, and Jappo getting the last points in P10. Flanken, Max, Quaxo, U-Division out of the points. Falcon, Dom, Rooster, and maybe the Hermie, D and F. And it's the Ferrari on the top step of the podium. Wonderful move, wonderful overtake by Noah, which was crucial for this race win, and even more crucial for the Drivers' Championship. And it's very much deserved. A very well managed drive, making the right decision at the right time, also in strategy. The very late safety car call to come into the pits and change tires when the safety car came just before the final corner. This was one of the moves that gave the race win to Noah. Ferrari is on top. It's spraying champagne on the podium between the two championship fighters, and also Riz as well, with a wonderful performance. He was gutted he couldn't put such a performance in the Mystery Grand Prix, but now he has, as he stands in P3 on the podium as well, with the two championship fighters. Gerbal also getting the fastest lap, so it's 19 points for Red Bull. So Ferrari has gained 26 points, Red Bull has gained 21. So Ferrari gains 5 points. Yes, the gap is now 27 points, with Ferrari in the lead and Red Bull in P2. And in the driver standings, now it's gonna be a 12 points gap between Noah leading the driver standings and Gerbal in P2, with a very hard fought race and a very much deserved race win. Great to see, absolutely enjoyed it, lovely to commentate. I am a bit tired right now being all by myself, but it was still a very nice race. Nonetheless, I enjoyed it very much. And with that, we have ended the first half of this season 4 with Noah and Ferrari leading the drivers and constructor standings. So this has been the Hungary Grand Prix, both in real life Formula 1 and Sunday League F1. The first half of the season is done, but we will not have a week of break. Already next week, next Sunday, we will actually go for a race that's gonna put the drivers, that's gonna test the drivers and the nerves and the calmness of the drivers a lot, because it's Baku in Azerbaijan, street track. There could be absolute carnage, absolute chaos. Results could vary at any possible time. So up until that, it is 7 days until the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. This has been the Hungarian Grand Prix. I am BS Gabriel, commentating for you once again this season 4 on Sunday League F1. I have enjoyed this race, I hope you did too by watching it as well. So thank you very much for tuning into the stream, and up until that, it's next week in Baku. Goodbye.